Good evening and welcome. Welcome to Fight CPS and Stop Taking Our Children. I'm your host, Bob Pace, and it's a warm welcome. I've been doing this live stream twice a day for 7 days a week. That's 14 live streams. Been doing it since October of 2023. That's 22 months. And it's been a long haul. But I'm here to help you with your CPS case. What I call the CPS is the Child Protection System. It's a government entity that was founded in 1962 and is in every county in every state. Every county in every state. And it's also worldwide. Looks like we got somebody here that's going to call us tonight. Hello, good evening. This is Bob Pace on the live stream. How can I help you? Hold on one second. I have my volume turned down. Say that again. Right, I remember the name. Now, can you speak up a little bit because you're sounding off in the distance? It's kind of echoing. I'm not sure why, but let me
Okay.
there we go. Now I can hear you. Now I can hear you. Okay.
Hi, Bob. So remember I told you I was going to give you an update in regards to the court from my nephew?
Yeah.
Okay, so we just came out a while ago from the court and we lost. So the judge was being very biased in a year. The fact that I have the sibling with me. The father was present and they gave him the results, which was positive. He is the father, but they took off his parental rights right there and then.
Why'd they take off his parental rights if he's the father?
They just told him because we didn't win the case that he lost his parental rights.
Well,
That's all they said.
okay, but first of all, did you have a court-appointed attorney representing you?
Yes, I had my attorney, but yeah, I mean, he didn't pay attention to basically nobody. We exposed, everything from the visitation, from the housing. It took me a while, but we passed the RFA, everything. But he didn't seem to care. All he said was that it took me a while to get housing, and it took me long. I gave other things priority, such as my grandparents living in my home, and he wanted me, basically to kick out my grandparents and my parents so that I could, stay there, and I wouldn't have to go look for a house. So I decided to leave my grandparents there and my parents in my house, and then I just moved out so that I could be able to get the baby, to have, I didn't want to go through what I went through with the other baby. So they didn't take that in consideration. They just said that, I gave other things priority.
Now, you said that the biological father was terminating his rights. Was that a good thing or a bad thing? Did you want the biological father to have his rights or what?
Yes, of course, because he said, I'm not going to lose it. He already lost one. So then with this one, that's what we were trying to take the baby, but they said I couldn't have him because of that. But they terminated his rights right there and then. They didn't even give him opportunity. They just gave him the results. They said it came back positive, but you're losing your rights.
Well, okay. Was this a court hearing for the termination of your TPR, or was this the dependency? What hearing was this?
So this hearing was, it was a trial where the CPS worker that lied the whole time, she was testifying, and then I had to testify against her, and then to expose why I think it's in the best interest of the baby to be with us, which I told them that, I have the sibling, and I think that he should be together because that's what the law is, right? Family first. But yeah, the judge.
Well, what about your family reunification plan? What happened with that?
No, they just baby to be with that family because he's been there ever since he was a baby, and that's it. I mean, he was even cold hearted, like it was just like that. Hmm?
Wow.
And then the father was there, and so the lawyer that was appointed to him put him to the side and said, you know what, because of this, you lost your rights. Which I don't think that.
What do you mean? Because you did what? That you were proven that you're the biological father, you lose the rights?
Yeah, because I lost the possibility of getting the baby, then he lost his rights too because he wasn't there as an NU, he wasn't there as a visitation, and he said, well, I didn't know that was my kid or not. Even now that I have, now that it's positive, I want to like do something about it, but they're not giving him the opportunity.
Well, that's because he didn't exhibit anything in the beginning, so you thought he had set a pattern. Now, how old was this baby taken when the baby was born?
Since birth, he was in the next.
So he's been with another family since birth.
Yes, with the foster parents, yes.
Okay. And you refuse to have other family members taking that baby?
You ask again, sorry. I didn't understand the question. They were cutting off.
So today was the termination of parental rights.
Yes, for the mother.
Well, you said the father too.
But the father is the one that took the paternity test, but the termination was for the mother. But they still terminated him as well. I'm guessing they said that he lost his rights, but that he could appeal.
Well, how many days do you have to appeal this?
What did they said 60 days?
Well, you got to keep track of that time because you need to appeal that decision. And you need to prove to the court that you are the biological mother and that you have a home for the baby. And you need to stress upon the importance of the biological parents to be with that baby. And you got a father and a mother, but you got to stress the importance of the biological parents.
Okay, because he's not with the mother, which he's the one that was terminated. So he lives on his own with the family that housed him. So he has housing. He has a job. The only thing is that I'm not sure if he's under the substance abuse, but he said he's going to get help with that. So I don't know. I mean, I think that's what's going to make it hard, right?
Well, the thing is that disturbs me is that you're making effort, and now all of a sudden they decide to stop the effort you're making.
Yes, because they made it seem like I didn't do enough. I didn't do enough when I was crazy looking for a housing. But they expected me to kick my grandparents out of the house and my parents, and I said, well, what? I can't kick them out, And if I had them there, and then I was not going to be able to get the baby in that house because there was so many people there. That was the problem. So I decided to look for a place, just with his siblings, myself, my husband, and my son. And we did it. We did everything. We complied with everything that they asked us to do. The RFA process, interviews, just everything. But yet they said I didn't do enough.
Well, this is really tough.
Yes.
Did you get any paperwork from them from that court hearing to sums everything up? Did you get any paperwork from the court hearing?
They didn't give me. No, they never give me paperwork. They never give me anything.
Did you ask your attorney that I need the paperwork, and did you mention to them that you want to do an appeal?
I just asked her, and she has not answered me. So I asked her if I could appeal it. Yeah.
And what'd she say?
Yeah, so she has not answered me. But the way she made it seem, she said, I'm sorry I couldn't help you, and if you ever need my assistance again, you know where to look for me. So I'm guessing it's over.
No, it's not over. It's nothing's over. You're throwing in too early. Um,
Yeah.
you got to
So I'm
fight
guessing if
this.
I appeal, she's gonna try to charge me, right? Again.
Well, wait
I'm
a
guessing
minute.
that's what
Why
I'm
is she
doing.
charge you? I thought she was a court-appointed attorney.
No, I hired her.
Well,
So
she didn't
the court
perform her
appointed one,
job. She
they
didn't
never
perform
gave
her
they never
job.
gave me.
She didn't perform your
Yeah,
job. She gave you a retainer. You paid a retainer, but she
yeah,
still is needs to do her job. Her job's not over.
yeah. Well, she said it was basically over, and she told us that for the next baby that my cousin has, that she'll hire her again, and right away, and she'll help us, and it'll be easier. That's what she said. Um,
I don't think
but
that
other than that,
person. I
she
think
just
that
said
person is
goodbye, sorry, and
corrupt.
that was it.
That person is corrupt.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think we realized it because she wouldn't answer, my calls, even though I paid for everything. She wouldn't answer my calls. She wouldn't call me to let me know. Hey, she called me the last minute, like, okay, tomorrow you're gonna testify. Just say this and that, and that's it. Try not to make the foster parents look bad. Even if you saw something bad in them, don't say it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and she still refers to him as my judge. My judge. I know it's hard for my judge to do this, and my judge, and that's for me. Once she started saying that, I said, we're going the bad way now, because obviously they're up to something. Yeah. So I don't know if to this point if I can actually do something about it, or if I just leave it up to the father.
Well, no. You need to fight this, but I'm really disappointed that you didn't make that attorney do her job. And she
Yeah.
doesn't want to perform. I would file a complaint at the state level. This is in what state again? I forgot the state you're in.
I'm in California.
Okay, you have to file it in Sacramento. You have to register a
Okay.
complaint against the attorney for negligence and not performing her duties. Showing up is not her duties. She needs to fight for your
Yeah.
case. And it sounds like she didn't
Yeah.
fight for your case.
No, and she
Was
didn't
there
even
any
offer me to
arguments?
appeal, right?
Was there any arguments
Mm-hmm.
by her to the judge? She make any arguments?
No, no, no. All she said was just read what she had there, like, well, we think that it's in the best interest of the um, the maternal cousin to have him because she has the sibling. Um, I'm not saying that the foster parents are bad, but it is in the best interest in my part, for the baby to stay with the maternal cousin. She did get housing. It took her a while. She kind of gave a rundown,
Yeah.
and that's it. That's it. So she wasn't really in my defense, really, like objecting to anything or clarifying anything. At least that's how I feel. And at the end, all she said was, "I'm sorry, and if you ever need me to help you, then you know where to find me. And I'm sorry I couldn't help you." That's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, this is your cousin. It's not your child, it's your cousin's child, right?
It's my cousin's child, yeah. But I
Okay.
already have one of her children.
But were you trying to adopt your cousin's child? Is what you were trying to do?
Yes, yes.
And
But I'm gonna adopt the one
what
I
was
have
her
with you
reason
now.
for not having you adopt your cousin's child? What was her reason?
Um, the first one, the one I have.
No, the second one, the
Is,
one, yeah.
okay. So the second one, that's the one that got adopted by another family. We're talking about the third one. This is her third one. So the third one, what they're saying is that the baby has been with them for he's a year now. That's within that family because that's all he knows, which is false because I've been seeing the right, even though the foster parents are sitting there, the baby will like not even pay attention to them. And even now, they took us to the court today so that the judge could see that they have the baby, and the baby started crying because he saw us. He saw that we were sitting on the bench, and he recognized me, and he kept on smiling, and he kind of like wanted to walk towards me. And the foster mom took up, and he started crying, so they made her take the baby out. But they're claiming that that's all he knows. That's all he knows. A year is nothing, really. When I got custody of my niece, the other baby, like she was almost a year. She coped with us, and I never had recent or prior visitations with her. And we just gave her the love that she needed, and she just coped with us. Because we're family, I guess. She knows.
Yeah.
And the same thing with this baby. But they didn't take that into consideration. They just said, well, no, it's just the best interest. And just the way the judge said it, I already knew. I kind of knew what was going to happen because do you remember last time I explained that he said hi to the foster parent? It's a verbal, which is not it's unethical.
Yeah.
Unethical because I was there too, and he was hi, Christopher, how are you? From up there, and I said that's not right. That to me sounds like he's already taking sides. Just with that.
Right. Right. Okay. Hold on 1 second here. I want to speak to my son here. One second here.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. Um,
Okay.
all right. Well, anyway, we have a mother who was unsuccessful to adopt her cousin's child. In court, she was turned down. And I guess the biological father was given paternity, but he too has been shot down too. Hello, Betty Joe from Montana. I have Betty Joe here from Montana. Go to the clerk of courts and ask for a court summary. Yeah, Betty Joe says you want to go to the court clerks and ask for a summary of what took place. In the summary, it will tell you what actions took place. That way you'll be able to, the court summary, yeah. That's always important. Any court matter you do in court, always ask for a summary. A lot of people leave the court, forget to get that. And even if it's a parking ticket, get the court summary. You should get the court summary.
Okay.
Yeah, because that will give you the summary. Thank you, Betty Joe, for saying that. Hello, Bartley. I have my two people from Montana. I have Bartley and Betty Joe. And Bartley's case didn't go well either, Betty Joe. And she's so upset with her partner undermining what's going on with her child. So this is really tough. It's not easy with these court proceedings, especially when you know that the judge is bad and the social workers are bad and everything is in their court. They just don't seem to have rationality there. Is the ethnic background the same for the adopted parents for the child? Are they the same race?
No, actually, they're white.
Well, what's going to happen when they grow up? You see, they always talk about the child has been staying with them for a year or something, but I know that if there's an ethnic background difference, sometimes when the child grows up, they have trouble with that in school.
Yeah.
Was that ever brought up to the court?
Yes, actually, when they had me testify, that's what I exposed, and I said want him to be with his family because he's gonna know our culture, our beliefs, our language and everything. And he didn't care. He just, I mean, he was even the judge even looked bored. Like, I wanted to be over, and at the end he said, the baby has been with him for a long time since he was born, and it was the way he was even saying it, like, I just wanted to be over, and I'm just gonna give the baby away to these people, and not caring that I have the sibling, and the sibling cries all the time because now it's gonna be harder on her. Think about that. They're just, they're selfish. That's how I see it. So even those people are selfish because the little girl, she's always praying for him every day. She cries every day and telling me, when are you going to bring the baby? When are you going to bring the baby? So right now I have to go home and break it down to her and tell her, well, there's another brother that long. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to break it down to her. They actually gave us the last visitation, which is on Thursday. So that's the last visitation we're going to have.
Wow.
So the corrupt judge wanted me to kick out my grandparents and my parents and anyone, but even like that, the way I see things, I don't think he would have given me the baby because since the beginning I've noticed a lot of discrepancies and bias and all that. So racism.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so sorry you're going through all this. It really is tough.
It is.
And this was in San Bernardino County, right?
It's the worst one, Riverside County.
Oh, Riverside. Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez. Did you guys do a background check on the judge?
If we what?
Do a background check on the judge.
No, we don't. Honestly, Bob, this is all new to me. Remember how to mention I have never been through this. Like, I don't even know. I'm just learning literally everything, like termination of this and the RFA, that this and that. For me, this is all new. Like, I don't even know. I didn't even know that the 3350 something Bs, they were just saying all kinds of stuff that I don't understand, honestly.
Well, that's because,
I don't even know if I'm about to go background check or not.
Yeah, but you should always check on a background check on these judges.
How could we go about that?
Well, you can Google it or go to Chat GPT.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a really good. It's AI. It's all done artificial intelligence.
Okay, so I will do that. Chat GPT.
Mm-hmm. Also, you should check the Google Chrome browser. And that way you can check out the judges. You can put the judge's name, put them down in Riverside County, and they'll tell whether there's bad garbage about them or something.
And if there is that a good thing for me? Could I do something now?
Well, you can make a complaint to the state. Your judges, just like attorneys, can be reported for doing something really bad.
Okay. And is it safe in Sacramento?
Yeah, Sacramento is the same place you do that. Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Can we get a lawyer for that part or no?
Well, you can get a lawyer for anything you want to do, but you got to be careful. It gets expensive unless you have legal insurance. But if you want to replace a judge or attorney, you can get a lawyer to do that. That will help, and it's going to cost you money.
Yeah. And that's the thing that I guess they do this mostly with the people that don't have a lot of money. I see why now, because it's hard to fight back.
Yeah,
the lawyers are very expensive.
It really is. It really is. It's very, very expensive.
Yeah. to the media.
You can always expose the media if there's corruptness, but you got to watch out for retaliation. You got to be careful.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember they killed a Senate from Georgia. I don't know if you heard about
Oh
that.
yeah,
That
Nancy
you know,
Schaefer, she was murdered. You're right. You're right.
she was murdered. Yeah, because
Yep.
she exposed it. Yeah.
Yep, that was true.
Wow. Yeah, that would be nice if a lot of people would get together and expose them like that in the media. You know, but yeah. Well, yeah, it's overwhelming. It's very hard. I don't even know what to say. I'm just dumbfounded.
Well, and you're a second party to all this, really. You're not the child's mother, so it really is
Yeah,
hard. It really is hard for you.
yeah, it is because I mean I would love to sue and get my money back. The attorney, you know, they made me go through, you know, to go get a house. They made it seem like they were gonna give me the baby and they were hurrying me up, get a house, get a house, get a house, and then I did it. I did everything, but yeah, I mean, to this point, I don't even know if I should appeal or not, but I would love to help the father to try to if he just found out that he's positive and right away you take his rights away. That's
Yeah.
where I don't think it's right. And if he has a fighting chance, you know, we could help him. Then I
Yeah.
think that might just do that for him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll look into that. I will be getting those files from the clerk, and I mean, let's think. I'll just go from there and see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Boy. How about the father of the child? How's he doing?
Well, he feels very bad because he does blame himself. You know, he says it's my fault because I didn't come through like right away. But then again, he wasn't sure he was a father. That's why
Yeah.
he was asking for a paternity test since a long time ago, and they never listened to him till now.
Yeah.
So now that it's positive, now they're saying, "Oh, we're gonna take your rights away because
Yeah.
it took you this long." But mind you, he already asked for paternity a long time ago, and nobody answered till now. Maybe purposely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so my attorney just responded and she said that I asked about the appeal. She didn't answer me anything about that. And then I asked her,
Well, she should say it's going to cost you more money or something because how much you pay that attorney to do what she did?
5,000
That was a
for doing
ripoff.
that.
That was ripoff. That was a
Yeah, it
ripoff.
was. It was. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'd
So right
file
now she's
her.
just telling
I
me
would
that,
file. I'd file a complaint to Sacramento. Won't cost you anything for negligence against her
okay,
state
and
bar
would they refund my
license.
money back? Would they be,
No, I doubt very
yeah, would they be
seriously.
able to?
You can.
No?
You can sue her for non-performing. You can sue her.
Yeah. Okay.
You can sue her in
Because
small
right now she's
claims.
telling me,
You can sue her in small claims
yeah,
court where you don't use an attorney.
that's one thing. Okay, all right. Okay.
You could sue
So
her
she's
for
telling me that she's
$5,000 for
available.
negligence. All you have to do is prove the judge what you did and what you didn't do.
I didn't do. Okay. Oh, well, that's easy. I have text messages.
Well, you have your
Uh,
documentation, so
yeah. So she's telling me that she's gonna look into if I could appeal, but she said that she's not 100% sure, and she does know that the mom's attorney can appeal the
Her mom's attorney did what now?
That the mom's attorney can appeal the issue, not her.
The mom's
That's what my
attorney.
lawyer said. Yeah. So the mom's attorney should be the one with to appeal the issue, not her.
Well, not if you're found. If you're found that you lost the case, then you could appeal that because you're found you lost the case. You had a case against them.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So basically, she's saying there's nothing she could do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I'm really sorry. I just, wow. Let's see what the room has said here. We've had Betty Joe and Bartley in there. We have a new person named SP. Welcome, SP. There are federal guidelines for TPR. Parents just don't know they can or how to fight against it. Well, thank you, SP. Can you tell us where you're from, SP? Let me go ahead and, since you texted a message, this is what I'd like you to do is you could give me your name, SP, the city or county and the state you're from. If you're outside the United States, then you can do that. You're from Georgia. Okay, great, SP. Welcome. SP is from Georgia, and he says there are federal guidelines for TPR. So let's look up what the federal guidelines are for TPR.
TPR. What is TPR? Sorry.
Termination of parental rights.
Oh, okay. Oh, TPR. Okay.
So I type in CPS all capital.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that word there, I put the appeal. Then I capitalize termination of parental rights.
Uh-huh.
In front of the appeal, I'll put the word federal. And let's see what it says. An appeal of a state's court termination of parental rights, TPR. Decisions to a federal court is possible, but only under specific limited circumstances. Generally, federal courts do not have the power to overturn the state's family court decisions, which are based on state laws. A federal appeal must be based on a violation of your federal constitution or your state's, not on disagreement with the state court findings. So if your federal or constitutional rights were violated, then you could do an appeal. You could do an appeal. That's what it's saying.
Okay.
Now let's see what Chat GPT says. Where is that at? Here it is. Gonna put in here CPS, federal appeal for TPR. All right, let's see what Chat GPT says.
Okay.
Where TPR cases start, termination of parental rights cases are typically filed and decided in state court, not federal courts, because child welfare and family law are primary state matters. After the trial court orders TPR, the parent can appeal to the state appellate court and sometimes the state Supreme Court. When cases can go to federal, you cannot usually appeal a state court TPR decision to federal court. However, federal appeal may come into play if you raise a constitution issue, violation of due process, equal protection, ineffective assistance of counsel in civil cases, or denial of fundamental parental rights. Your pursuit on a federal civil rights under 42 USC 1983 alleges CPS or state violated your constitutional rights. You filed a petition for writ of habeas corpus, rare in custody TB cases, but possibly if you argue unlawful confinement of a child. After examining all state remedies, you petition the U.S. Supreme Court through review is discretionary and very rare in TPR cases. There's some key federal cases: Sanaski versus Kramer, Troxy versus Greenfield. So you need to really there's so much to get from Chat GPT, you guys. It's really fantastic. It's free and you can type in all you want there and it can help you. It can help you. So SP is right, but it's very hard to do. It's very hard to prove. You're right. Thank you, SP. So far tonight, we have a very lovely woman from San Bernardino County, California, that's trying to get her cousin's child, and she lost. The biological father was found to be the parent, which was a good thing, but he lost too. We have Betty Joe and Bartley from Montana in here, and we have SP from Georgia. Those are the people we have in the room. So you all are welcome in the room. Now, another way of, besides texting a message to me, is that you can also be a guest on my live stream. To be a guest, all you do is pick one of my 14 shows and send an email to my show producer, Grace. It's up there on the screen at vincentwdavis.com. She'll get you on. You just pick, I want to be a Bob's Sunday morning show or Bob's Friday night show or Bob's Wednesday morning show or Monday night. You just pick either morning or night. There's 14 shows. I'm on typically Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. And on the weekends, I'm on at 8 a.m. At night, I'm on at 7 p.m. every night of the week. 7 p.m. every night of the week. Those are all Pacific Standard Times. So besides texting me a message, you can also be a guest on my live stream. And she'll give you the link. You copy and paste in your browser, you get knocked off, you paste it again. It's good for the show. And furthermore, let's see, we had SP says, my husband comes in all the time. I don't know what that means. My husband comes in all the time. But anyway, welcome your husband. But I don't know what you mean by that. Can you not? Maybe she cannot talk or something when her husband's in. I don't know. Anyway, SP's from Georgia is trying to help out. Everybody in this room is really great about trying to help out. So I'm here to help you all with your CPS case. And by the way, I need to put my phone number up. So here's my number. Well, was there? Where'd my number go? Huh. I misplaced my phone number. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It got moved up to the top here. Oh boy. Okay.
So I'm going to the mountains. Hopefully it doesn't cut off.
All right. I hope it doesn't either.
Okay.
I'm trying to put my number up, and I'm having a hard time putting it up there because somebody comes in and moves all my stuff around. Okay. All right, here's my number. You can call me at 626-698-0990, just like the young lady tonight did. And she got on right away. In fact, she already knew the number, and she called in to get in. So it does work. I'd love to have you talk to me. There's another number, 888-888-6582. That's the law office of Vincent W. Davis. That's his number. And Bartley had something new to say. She said the public defender told me today that I or her cannot submit my two evaluations that the department asked me to do. I thought I would go to submit to the clerk's office. Okay, what is the purpose of the evaluations? I don't know if you submit them to court. Who asked for the evaluations, Bartley? Did the child protection system ask for them? Did CPS ask for them? I'm trying to find out who asked for them. Now, one moment, please. I'll be right back. I'm not disappearing. I'm just turning my mic off for a second. Be right back. I'm sorry I had to step away for a minute there. Um, so Bartley is something about her valuations that the department asked you to do. Well, you don't submit them to the court. You submit them to the department. Make copies and submit it to the department. The clerk's office would not handle that. The department's office would. Now, SP from Georgia says you can personally go to the clerk's office yourself and submit the whatever you want or need done. Make sure you have several copies for yourself and attorneys and caseworkers and social workers, etc. I don't know. When you submit things to court, usually your court-appointed attorney would handle that. If you're pro se, then you can submit that. But if you're not pro se, you don't. So the public defender actually told me that we do not submit anything to the clerk's office. And I know she was lying. She said we submit it to the department. Somehow I did not have me on the screen. I thought I was on the screen. Okay. So I'm glad you're here. Now, my time right now is 8:02. Is there anything else you need to talk to me about?
No, that was basically all the questions I have for the moment.
Okay. Well, I hope I was able to answer some of them. And we only, I have to end the show at 8 o'clock. And so that's why I have to curtail the show there. But I want to thank you all for calling in. And there is Claudia Lopez. Hi, Claudia. And they also had called in. Wait a minute, is that you? Claudia? No, that's somebody else. I keep getting confused here. But anyway, I want to thank Corella and the lady from San Bernardino, Corella from Oxnard, California, Claudia Lopez from Los Angeles, California, and we got SP from Georgia. Good idea, State. Good idea, SSP. Thank you for the advice. Thank you, Bartley from Montana. And thank you, Betty Joe from Montana, for coming in tonight. I want to thank you all for being a listener of my shows. I'll be on again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. That's 10 a.m. Pacific time. Now, this Friday, I'm going to be coming on a little bit earlier because I have a personal family commitment Friday evening. So I'll be doing my show earlier on Friday. I'll let you know as it gets close to the time. But I want to thank you all for listening. Do not keep fighting for your children. Keep fighting for your family. God bless you all. And please have a great, safe evening. There'll be a short video following me signing off. So this is Bob Pace signing off.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted. And if you go against then it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the last ones left. Put your faith in